This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.
Oh yeah, you better be saying, "Oh fuck, Brady." Hey, Yabaldo. Seriously, I've been drinking since 2 a.m. this morning, Mountain Standard Time, and fuck it, let's go live. Why the hell not? This is one of those fucking things where you just like want to do it. And I mean, for one, this podcast hasn't really been just me only since I added Kim to the show. God, what, after the first year? I've never done really live. I mean, anytime I've ever done live stream, you know, I've always included like fucking, I've had LG jump in with me to, you know, Kim was sick or whatnot. I had LG jump in because like, oh my God, I can't imagine doing this show by myself. But you know what? I'm in Discord saying, hey, you know what? I'm fucking been drinking since 2 a.m. You know, maybe I should just do a live stream. And my BFF, Yubal, was like, do it. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Anyways, I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a bunch of shit because that's how I roll. It's funny because like this is what 2024. So 1984. I'm going to give you guys some like I may be drunk, but the thing is I do remember shit, which is funny. 1984, we moved back to Battle Mountain. My parents moved back to Battle Mountain, Nevada. I met this guy and literally he fucking records me a bunch of shit. One of them is Motley, some songs from, or he lets me listen to Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, the full album. And I'm looking at the cover of this, and I wish I had the cover up, but I'm looking at the cover on the cassette, which is the four dudes. But I'm so young and naive. I'm looking at him going, dude, what is it with these chicks? And by the way, the blonde headed one ain't got no tit. And he's like, dude, they're guys. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, it's like one of those things like, I mean, dudes are dressed as girls. What the fuck? And again, but Motley, at that point, Motley Crue, I listened to that Shout at the Devil album, and Motley Crue became my favorite fucking band. You know? Anyways, I know Brady, I know you're a fucking word, bro. And by the way, man, I love you, Brady. I love you, Baldo. I love DB. I love fucking Don. I mean, LG. Goddamn. I told Kim the other night or last night after we did a racing show, this morning, I should say, a few hours ago, you know, there's so many people I want to meet, you know, be in the same room with. And it's Dave and Jason, obviously, you know, as Brady always says, the Philadelphians, the originators, the creators. I mean, they are the reason why we are ATSW, the family, you know, because of the fact that they're the ones who created us. You know, I thought about podcasting when I was listening to Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, but it wasn't until Dave and Jason, when I first heard Jason on Vince Russo's fucking podcast. I'm like, all things Star Wars, what the fuck is this? Let me check this out. So I did. I checked it out for the first time and I fell in love with it. Been there since day one. You know, I mean, I know I'm not in the chat all the time, just like with Brady and the Escape Pod. There's times where I'm like, oh my God, I fucking missed the show. I mean, I'll message Brady straight up on Instagram, say, bro, I'm watching the show, but I'm behind. I'm not gonna say anything in the chat. I just want him to know I am watching the show because I love him, guys. You know, the Escape Pod, I love them. I love the fucking Dave and Jason, you know, they're my boys. You know, the day that we all get to fucking one of these days, you know, even is without Kim, because I know Kim's fucking work schedule sucks. And trying to get her off to be able to go do half this shit is a pain in the anus. You know, it's like fucking, I mean, somebody might just bend me over and shove a fucking dildo up my ass because that's how I feel about it. And I know, I mean, God fucking heaven forbid we ever get monetized. This won't be a monetized fucking video. I get it. Or a live stream because, oh my God, I cuss within the first beginning. But hey, YouTube, I got you. You know, or as DX used to say, suck it. You know, but to his sister, man, dude, part of me is pissed off. Brady brings up Twisted Sister. I had bought at a Kmart a Rat Out of the Cellar LP and a Twisted Sister Stay Hungry LP. I've not gotten Stay Hungry back yet, but dude, man, between We're Not Gonna Take, I mean, honestly, my favorite song off of Stay Hungry is not We're Not Gonna Take It. It's not I Wanna Rock. It's fucking Burn in Hell. You're gonna burn in hell. Hear no evil. Don't you speak no evil. Don't you say no evil down on me. You're gonna burn in hell. I mean, I'm fucking 80s as it gets, motherfuckers. I mean, Roe, again, I love my Red Fight. You know, obviously we're still part of Red Fight Network, and I love Roe. He presses up this thing yesterday about bands and fucking your bottles off. Your bottles like, here, I'm gonna tag because you're supposed to give 2 bands and then tag 2 friends. And of course, he tags us and fucking Nicole in it. And I was just like, okay, bro. I originally thought about just doing it as use and abuse, and then tag like me and Kim, you know, our personal accounts in it. But I ended up doing it like, fuck this shit. This is Scott's, Jim Croce, and Motley Crue. You know, I know, right, bro? It is an awesome mug. And believe me, it ain't got coffee in it, bro. I'm sure Kim's expecting this fireball to be fucking gone by the time she gets up later on this afternoon. During our racing show earlier, she had like fireball in her fucking coffee, but I've been buying her these syrups from Amazon that has like the recent one is like fucking oh fuck. It's something with cinnamon. I think brown sugar and cinnamon. So it mixed in with the fireball so she couldn't tell the difference between if she had fireball in it or not. Which is great, you know, because Kim's not a drinker. I mean, we all know, I mean, I've mentioned it 500 fucking times in the show or more than that. I'm in my 50s now. You know, I mean, I was born in 71. I'm in my 50s. I've done my era of drinking. You know, everybody wants to give, you know, like Jason shit about when he mentions Zimas on the Escape Pod. Like, dude, on the fucking Sidebar Cantina. Dude, back in the fucking 90s, when Zimas came out, I was one of them motherfuckers who would drink the fuck out of Zimas. I would get drunk on Zimas. And then eventually I got to a point where after me and Hannah's mom got a divorce, I was drinking so much that I literally asked the bartender to keep a tab on how much I drank that night. And finally, I don't know, a couple hours gone by, I'm like, hey, how much have I drank already? And she's like, she looked at her tally and said, Scott, you drank 2.5 cases of beer. And I wasn't buzzed. I had no feeling. I mean, I wasn't feeling drunk. I wasn't feeling buzzed. And I'm like, really? So yeah, you've had that much. And I was like, I'm done. I stopped drinking for the longest time. Now it don't take much. I mean, like Kim last night or this morning during the racing podcast, she added this cup, the cup that we got from Ubaldo, bro. I love this cup, man. I love this mug, man. But she put in like my Sam's Club Zero, Coke Zero with fucking, she put what, 2 tablespoons, or she thought she put 2 tablespoons in a Fireball. Dude, I knew that shit was strong from the beginning. I'm like, oh hell yeah. My wife knows me. She knows that I like a lot of alcohol. Yes, is my liver fucked? Yeah. But I'm 52 fucking years old. Who cares? You know, YOLO. You're only gonna live once. You know, I know that was like a fucking 2000s term, but dude, I've been living that motherfucker since Motley Crue came out with the song Primal Scream, and says, and one of the lyrics in there in that Primal Scream song is, if you're gonna live life on your own terms, you gotta be willing to crash and burn. And ever since that lyric, I have lived my life that way. Plain and simple. You know, and again, like we mentioned earlier in the racing podcast, the reason why we're behind on the Living Force is because of the fact that we went to a party last night, you know, and I mean, you know, a friend calls up and says, hey, I'm having a party. Well, fuck yeah, I'm going. You know, I mean, it sucks. Yeah, I'm behind on reading, but and it sucks because I know like Sidebar Cantina later on today, they're discussing the whole fucking book. And I'm like, well, fuck. I'm not gonna watch. I'm sure I won't even be up for this show, which sucks because I would like to be in the chat and say, hey, you know, that to Lunar Girl and Dave and Jason and to everybody's in the chat. But you know, yeah, but who gives a fuck? But I mean, like tonight, just like shortly a few minutes ago, Yabalo can back me up on this. You know, I said, God, I feel like I should go live. And I know I'm running into the microphone. I'm drunk. I mean, I'll admit it, I'm drunk. The thing about me, as long as it's not like Jaeger bombs, I'll remember what the fuck I said. I'm not gonna fall asleep and go, what the fuck did I say this morning? And will I be embarrassed about what happens on this quote unquote live stream? No, because I don't fucking care. You know, the one thing is, by the way, I'm having a hard time reading this. So let me pull these guys up on my phone because holy shit. My eyesight's like all fucking blurry as fuck. That's why I like you let Kim read all this shit. All right, hold on. Turn the volume down. Views and views. Hey, good thing is I can like it myself. Like it. Like it. All right. Wait a minute. Isn't there a oh wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Got changed from top messages to all messages. You guys all hate that on YouTube where it fucking as soon as you jump in a live stream, it's like top messages and not all messages. All right, so coffee and tequila, great combination from Money Blues. Yeah, yeah, like I said earlier, Kim had coffee and fucking Fireball, you know. But again, I mean, you know, the difference is it's 5 a.m. Eastern, but we're fucking 2 a.m. here. So, you know, it's a great, I mean, like right now, the fucking sunlight is coming out. I mean, it's been coming out for like an hour, almost 2 hours now. We've had sunlight like fucking crazy. Like sun's already out, and we're gonna be like 100. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna be 99 today. We're not even gonna be 100 yet. But so more likely we're gonna be 100 because Apple's like a degree off. But we're gonna be 100 today, and then Wednesday we're gonna be like 105 to 112 by Friday. It's like okay, shit's about to get real, you know, because of for all those of us that live in like the southern states, you know, and that's Arizona, New Mexico, probably even Texas. If it is 109, it really isn't triple digit. I mean, yes, there's 3 digits, but we don't look at triple digits until it hits 110. And again, I don't know exactly for Texas, but I know Arizona, or at least my thought process for Arizona is if it's 109, we're not triple digits. But the minute we're 110, it's triple fucking digits. Same here, 105 mill, right? 105 to 107 mill a week bottle. Right on, brother. And again, don't get me wrong. I mean, like Brady and Don being up there in Michigan, what they don't realize is Michigan is a fucking bucket list for Scott. It always has been. I'm not a big. Am I a huge fan of fucking the Michigan Wolverines? No, but fuck, I want to go to a fucking game at the Big House. I'm a college football fan. I want to go to a fucking game at the Big House. You know, my dad is a diehard fucking Oregon Ducks fan. That's how I feel about the Ducks. I hate the fucking Ducks. Brady, I know you love the Raiders. Only reason I don't like the Raiders is because my old man likes the Raiders. I can't. I just can't. I've never been where I can like teams my dad likes. I've never been that way, which is fucking cool for me. And that's the reason why I became a Niners fan, because it was total opposite of what he liked. And actually, the Niners were the first team where I looked at him and said, I like those colors. That's my fucking team. I mean, there's pictures. My mom has pictures of me in the 70s wearing Minnesota Vikings gear, or, Purple People Eater, or pretty much Minnesota Vikings pajamas. And then there's pictures of me in third grade and a few other grades where I'm wearing fucking like me, Joan Green, fucking Steelers fucking outfits, man. So again, I was searching for that football team, anything but the Raiders. I've got friends, Brady, you're not the only friend I've ever had that's a Raiders fan. I've had friends in high school that were Raiders fans, and I never gave them shit for being Raiders fans. I've always loved them as friends. And dude, I love my Raider fans, my Raider friends, because you know what? Just like my Niner friends, they're diehard. Just like I could actually be friends with a fucking Cowboys fan, which is funny because when, again, if Hannah listens to this, my daughter is a diehard Cowboys fan, right? Her mom was a diehard Cowboys fan, and I married her as a Niners fan. It doesn't matter. Football is football. What whoopie do, Brady? The one thing I love about you, bro, is that you got to go to Vegas. You got to see you got to go to Allegiant Stadium. You got to go there, right? I brought it up to my old man when I went to Nevada. When we went to Nevada in August, to take me to Nevada so I could be, help Hannah during her deal. My old man's like, dude, I don't want to go. I'm like, what the fuck? He was all hard up in the 80s when we went to Frisco, for the first time to see the Golden Gate Bridge and all that shit. And we had the night in Oakland. He's like, and we stayed the night near the Oakland Coliseum. He's like, by the way, this is where a real football team plays. He was all hard up about that in the 80s. But come the fucking now, it's like, well, they're in Vegas. I don't fucking care. I'm like, really? I'm like, dude, I would die to be. I mean, honestly, I was hoping he'd still be a diehard Raiders fan, where he'd be like, yeah, let's go. Because I really wanted to see an NFL stadium. I never got a chance to see the Stick, or Candlestick, as most people know it. Now it's Levi. I had a friend of mine who's a diehard Patriots fan who got to go see the Patriots take on the 49ers in Levi. And I'm like, you bitch. You get to go to Levi before I ever got to go. Fuck. Really? But again, my first college football experience was Nevada Wolfpack. Again, growing up in the 80s, the Wolfpack were the laughing stock in Nevada. But because they're in Reno, where I was born, I've always looked up to the Wolfpack. But I mean, fucking 90s when UNLV, the Running Rebels, were hot in college basketball, you goddamn right I rooted for the fucking Rebels. But man, when I finally got to go to a UNR game for the first time, and we're taking on Fresno State. And here's the thing is, Fresno State had just the week before barely lost to USC. I went to a game thinking we're going to get our ass fucking kicked. We beat Fresno that night to be co-WAC, which is the Western Athletic Conference champions, with Boise State. And those of you know that Bronco Fett is a huge Boise State fan. And again, I have no ill will to Boise State because my uncle went to Boise State for college. So again, Boise and Reno are kind of like my intermix. And then me and my late wife, Kim's sister, when we took my parents and my grandfather to a fucking game, we took them to a Boise State game versus UNR in Reno. I sat next to a fucking Boise State fan, and you think as they're running up the score, they would be like shoving it in my face. No, man. They're like, dude, I hope you score. And when we fucking scored, they cheered with me. And then the thing was like, I wish them luck. Told them I was rooting for them in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl that year. Their players were showing the Tostitos bags. They went on the Fiesta Bowl that year, beat Ohio fucking State, I believe, which is fucking great because Ohio State was, oh, boo, boo, we should be number one. No, bitch, you weren't worth number one. But you got your ass kicked by fucking Boise State because you know what? They ran the hook and ladder on you and you got beat by a fucking whack conference motherfucking team. Anyway, hey, Spencer. By the way, Spencer, just so you know, even though this cup looks like a coffee mug, this is Scott's special juice. It includes Coke Zero and Fireball. I've been drinking Fireball since 2 a.m. And just to give you an idea, that has been, it's 7:02 now in the morning here, which is 10:02 Eastern. You know, mom's going to show up in the fucking chat here in a minute. You know, then her girl's going to show up and say, Scott, you need to go to bed. Anyways, as you know, though, even when I'm sober, I have a hard time reading the chat from the computer. So let me look here real quick. This week was awful. Oh, that's right. Brady, dude, by the way, I'm going to say this. If y'all haven't watched fucking the Escape Pod from last Wednesday, go back and watch it. Holy fuck. Brady had his dad, Pave Lord, start the show, which was fucking awesome. One, mad respect, bro. Brady, I love it. And then throughout the show, at one point, Brady had to go use the restroom. His dad jumped back in, and holy fuck. I mean, it was great. Holy shit. I mean, if the Escape Pod ever needed to add an extra, even if Don was fucking busy or something, I recommend, I mean, honestly, after watching the fucking episode with Pave Lord in it, Brady, get your dad on the fucking show more often, bro. Holy fuck. It was fucking awesome, bro. God, I could definitely love hanging out with you guys. I mean, Jesus. Anyways, I love the Ducks. I know you do, bro. That was my grandpa's team in Wildlight College. Exactly, bro. And that's the thing is, man. I mean, my thing is, I give my dad shit, but you know what the funny part is? Even though me and Kim were, and again, I realize we, at one point, okay, let me rephrase this. And I know Tom from the Orange and Fett show doesn't know this. When I first married Kim's sister, Karina, when we first moved to Utah, I actually was a BYU fan. And this is back when BYU had changed their fucking helmets from that stupid fucking Y to that fucking cougar on the side of the helmet. And dude, that's why I went for him, because like that fucking helmet is cool. Then next year they fucking went back to the Y. I'm like, whatever, fuck you. I'll go, but I'll start liking the Utes. And obviously back then the Utes and BYU were still in the Mountain West. Boise and Reno were still in the fucking whack. But, you know, and now, I mean, when it boils down to it, I can't stand BYU as it is. I'm with the Jensen brothers, mainly because I listened to a game in the early 2000s when I lived in Orem, Utah, on the internet, and the fucking BYU radio people were saying Colin Kaepernick was somehow cheating the way he ran. I'm like, how? How's he cheating, dude? Just because your team can't tackle him. Again, when Kaepernick went to my Niners, I was a seventh heaven. Because when I got to see, like the game I went to, Boise State versus Nevada, Jeff Rowe, who eventually went to Cincinnati for a bit, he was the starting quarterback. But Cap was his fucking backup. And I didn't get a chance to see Kaepernick play that game. But Cap became my QB, dude. And when he fucking went to the Niners, oh God, I was in seventh heaven until, and this is where my hatred for the Wolverines is really not against the Wolverines. It's just against fucking Harbaugh. When he and the 49er front office told Kaepernick that he needs to become a drop back passer. In other words, a fucking Aaron Rodgers. Fuck you. Let him be who he was. He was a fucking running quarterback. Let him run that shit. Let him run how he was meant to run. You know, why did we lose the Super Bowl against fucking Jim Harbaugh? Because John Harbaugh fucking screwed it up by not running the 2 QB offense, which was Alex Smith, who was originally from Utah, and Colin Kaepernick. We would have ran that 2 QB system. Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens would have not won that fucking Super Bowl. The 49ers would have been 7-time fucking world champions, or six, I mean, actually, I think it was 6-time world champions with no fucking losses. But here's the thing: is as a 49er fan, I can say this much: I've been with the team. I've been there for 5 straight fucking championships without ever losing one. You know, not 5 in a row, but 5 straight. We won 3 in the 80s, 1 in the 90s, or 4 in the 80s, whatever the fuck it is. 3, 4 in the 80s, 1 in the 90s. I knew the day was coming when we'd fucking lose. I knew it. So, did it hurt me we lost against Baltimore? No. Did it hurt to me we lost against KC twice? No. Why? Because we went 5-0 at the fucking beginning. Our first 5 trips to the fucking Super Bowl, we won them. How am I going to be heartbroken over 3 losses? You know, there's these TikTok videos. I hope the fuck they're fake as fuck. I hope really there is. They are. But there's TikTok videos of these 49er fans breaking their fucking TVs over the fucking Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I'm 52 years old, but that TV there was bought in 2016. And I ain't breaking it over a fucking football team I have no control over. The only control over a football team I have is Madden. And here in a month, literally a month, now we're in June, college football. NCAA college football 2025. Finally, we're back in business, boys and girls. I know there's no girls. I don't see any girls in the chat yet. But boys, we're back. We're back to play college football from EA fucking Sports. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I want it back. Now, how did Scott ever get into playing college football? You know, I never played it before the year 2001. Never. The game was before that. I never played it until I realized you could play NCAA college football, take your creative player in college and move it to the NFL and Madden. And I went, oh, this is a fucking win-win for Scott. I could create myself to be this badass fucking halfback, which I'll tell you the fucking truth here in a minute. And I could take myself from the college ranks to the pro ranks. Now, here's a funny fucking story for you. I played football, Pop Warner, junior high, high school. In high school, I was a freaking what they call a fucking offensive lineman. I was only like 220 fucking pounds or something like that. Anyway, back then it was considered a fucking offensive lineman. I got talked to by a probably Division III or, you know, a lower division, not Division I, college. And the coach we're like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to redshirt you the first year, and we're going to make you a fullback. And I said, do I look like a motherfucker that can carry the ball? He's like, actually, you do. And from what I've seen from your speed on film and shit, you can. Well, see, the thing is this. Scott's not looking at film. You know, Scott's forgetting the time when our halfback got the ball on our 1 fucking yard line, and I'm fucking 2 steps behind him running down the field for a 99-yard touchdown. Scott's not remembering this shit. I'm like, dude, I don't carry the ball. I block. I'm a blocker. I'm an offensive lineman. You know, you want to put me on defense? I'll kill somebody. Almost fucking did. I almost fucking did kill somebody in high school. Unfortunately, I mean, I injured a player playing defense for the very first time in my life. Not intentionally, even though my head coach thought I did. I mean, can't help it. You fucking try to keep me out of the game that my grandparents and my aunt and my uncle or my aunt was going to be at. You know, I can't help it. You kept me out of that. And then finally I got put on defense and I went out there hungry. I was hungry for play that I fucking hit their fucking halfback as hard as I fucking could and throw this fucking ass into the goddamn turf or the grass. And when I did, I heard him go, "Oh, motherfucker, that hurt." Can't help he didn't play the rest of the fucking season, but hey, I digress. Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, he's right on, Brady. Quarterback for Oregon into the Raiders, right? Dude, I would do the same thing, man. Like I'd halfback my ass to the fucking Niners as a halfback, man. I'd fucking replace like fucking Waters or fucking whoever the fuck was the halfback at the time. Yeah. But I mean, yeah. So of course, so this college coach, he's like, well, think about it, right? Even like I said, it was like probably like fucking like AWC here in Yuma, which is Arizona Western College. You know, it's not a D1 school. It's like I don't remember what the fuck it is, but sometimes it's a junior college, pretty much what it is. Anyways, coach, like, think about it. So I thought about it, right? You gotta realize when I graduated in 91, also we had Desert Storm going on, right? I had friends who were going to Desert Storm because they were part of the military. And I was ready to join Desert Storm. You know, I was like, fuck yeah, fuck school. I fuck you. I quit school. Let's go to the military. I want to kill Saddam. Me and my buddy, we had my one buddy, he graduated a year before me. We had this fucking brilliant idea. We were going to get together on the battlefield and we are going to go kill Saddam Hussein ourselves. That's what we were going to fucking do. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Bush Sr. was a pussy and he fucking did a ceasefire, little bitch. There's Scott's politics for you. Bush Sr. was a bitch. He pulled out. Yeah, it's like, oh, God, I'm ready to come. Oh, fuck me, pull out. I mean, that's what it was, man. Fuck, when Desert Storm ended, I was pissed. It was funny. I don't know, probably 20 years later, I found out from my mom, she was actually willing to take my ass to Canada. She wanted to pull like what everyone did in the 60s, late 60s with Vietnam when they ran to Canada like a little bunch of bitches. My mom said, I wouldn't be willing to do that. I would be willing to serve. So at the end of my high school, here's a funny story. At the end of my high school career, I've taught to the Marine Corps, I've taught the Air Force, I've taught the Army, and the last guy I taught to the Navy. And they're all telling me I got to lose fucking weight. I'm like, isn't that what boot camp's for? Isn't boot camp for me to lose weight? Oh, that's not the way it works nowadays. I'm like, well, fuck. Okay, fuck you. And again, thank you to everyone that's ever served. I mean, I know Brady, you served in the Air Force. My dad served in the Air Force. My dad was, and he repaired helicopters back in Nam. And dude, I'll tell you one thing, some of the scariest shit ever as a kid was waking dad up and literally have your mom tell you that, hey, when you tap him, get ready to duck. What? So the first time I ever tapped my dad to wake him up, he fucking came across the bed just like this. And I realized, oh, fuck. If I don't hit the deck, I'm getting hit. And it's not because he wanted to hit his son. It's because he dealt with the little kids in Nam fucking holding, being held with, having shit on them, bombs and shit. So, holy fuck, dude. I woke up and went, motherfuck. But eventually, when it come down to it, like even the Navy didn't want me. I'm like, Yo, isn't that what boot? I mean, seriously, this is 91. Isn't that what boot camp is for? It's for you fuckers to get me in shape. You know, I mean, that's what I looked at it as. And then, of course, as my time went on, I like watched like Full Metal Jacket and watched some of these movies going, yep, Scott would not have been made for the military. Because Scott would have been one of those motherfuckers who would have said, like, I would have been a smartass. Where are you from, boy? I'm from Nevada. Wow, only two things come from Nevada. Steers and queers. I don't see no horns on you. And I looked at the fucking drill sergeant and said, I don't see no horns on you either, motherfucker. So who the hell's a queer? Again, that was listening out of the fucking Officer and Gentleman. They had that in there with Louis Gossett Jr. talking to Richard Gere's character, mayonnaise. Oh, fuck, I can't remember what his character's name. I just remember mayonnaise. But again, it was one of those things where I knew I was too much of a smartass that when I watched Full Metal Jacket, I realized, fuck, I might be Pyle to a point where I was like Joker, but I could easily, and my dad's like, that shit happened. We did that to people. The military, the official military will make you believe the code reds and shit that was talked about in like Full Metal, or if you get them in, that was bullshit. My dad said shit was real. They did that shit to people in boot camp and whatnot. People that got them in trouble, made them fucking do extra laps, made them do extra calisthenics or whatnot. They got handed the fucking whipping they deserved in the middle of the night. And eventually I realized that wasn't for me. But I'll tell you one thing to this day, and mainly is because what I've learned, what my father went through after coming home from Nam, was the fact that they were spit on and whatnot. I will always respect a veteran if you serve this country. I thank you for your service, because goddamn it, without your service, without you protecting our freedoms, I would not be free today. And again, I think Brady, I think Dave, I think Jason, I think even my own father, for the service that they provided the freedom for me to do what I want and be on this podcast, be live right now on YouTube. Because if it wasn't for them, who knows where we'd be as a country. And that's why I love my again, I've got friends who served. Wow. Yeah, some were fucking weekend warriors. Big fucking deal. Because you know what? Some of those guys that were weekend warriors took this shit just as real as guys that fucking served full time. And my buddy, Matt Roble, I know damn well he took this shit serious. And I love him for it. I love you, Brady, just like I love Dave and Jason. And again, I don't know everybody that served, that watches this podcast or watches our show. I know of the ones in the ATSW family. I also know Brad from Red 5 Network. He's currently serving. I mean, finally fucking home. Again, I think he serves in the Navy. My uncle served in the Navy. And I think my uncle from my, the only son from my mom's side, the only son, or male on my mom's side, my Uncle Tim, he fucking served in the Navy. And I thank him for his fucking service. While his service was in the fucking 80s, still, there's points where shit happened in the 80s. You're like, God, is he safe? We haven't heard from him. Is he safe? It's like I have an uncle in fucking Australia. He wasn't, I mean, he was obviously born an American first. Him and my dad served in Nam at the same time, which is no. But they did. They both served in Nam. And then in 2000, when my uncle finally could talk about it, he informed the family that he fucking was actually a member of the CIA. Like, dude, can we talk? Like, nah, I can't talk about it. I'm like, fuck. Dude, I really want to talk about Kennedy. I mean, seriously. I want to talk about Kennedy, but that's just me. again, that's my mom. My mom brought me Kennedy. You know, I wasn't born. I mean, I was born in 71. I'll admit it. You know, Kennedy died in 63. But my mom has a scrapbook from a newspaper clipping she took about the day, I think it was the day that the shots ran out in Dallas, was whatever the fuck it's called, which eventually led me to the Oliver Stone movie, uh, starring Kevin Costner, JFK. You know, and I still believe to this day that there's some shit there that we don't know. Again, this is what happened. Hey, by the way, anybody fucking ask for anybody ask for that? I mean, we're gonna be in 38 fucking minutes. God, I feel like we've gone longer than 38 fucking minutes. Anybody ask for this? Yababo, you're my BFF, bro. So is Brady. Brady's my BFF, just like DB's my BFF. I got a lot of BFFs, man. And I'll tell you what, the one thing I will say, and first I'll read the chat here in a minute. Again, I can't see it. My glasses are on. It don't fucking matter. Everything over here on this side of the screen is fucking blurry as fuck. I don't know what y'all been saying. I mean, you all can say "fuck off, Scott," and I wouldn't know it until I looked at my phone and actually pulled my glasses off and go, "Okay, what the fuck are y'all saying?" But you know, before I do that though, you know, the fact is I met some great people through the Sidebar Cantina. And come on, let's be honest with it. ATSW, all things Star Wars. That was the original show. You know, Dave and Jason started. Then they went live. And as they went live, I got to meet, you know, Don Del Snooch, Big Lovin', which is Brady. You know, eventually Lunar, you know, and as Lunar Girl come in, you know, not forget Bronco Fett, Tom Jensen from Boise, his brother Matt under Stone Bleeds, you know, and then, you know, plus Brady and Don, like I mentioned, then Lunar Girl, and then eventually Dragon, but plus Nick, Swede Studio, you know, under Swede Studios. I mean, y'all my brethren, man. And then as our show's kind of gone on and we added Nicole to our mix, you know, we got Yabalo, and Yabalo, dude. I mean, there's times where, I mean, Yabalo's like another brother for me. You know, I've got so many brethren right now through ATSW and Red 5 Network that I'm so happy for, because I grew up as the only brother, I had a younger sister, it was 2 kids. I've always wanted a brother, and I finally get them. You know, it's taken until 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, you know, so on and so forth. And again, you know, I mentioned in the Discord, you know, fuck, I'm still up. I'm feeling it really good. You know, I'm pretty much drunk. Not quite fully drunk. I'm drunk to a point. And I feel like doing a live stream. You balls like, do it. I'm like, dude, you ain't got to twist you not twist my arm that fucking hard. You know, I'll fucking do it. I don't fucking care. You know, and again, I'm always waiting for Lunar Girl to show up and go, Scott, get your ass to fucking bed now. You know, because Lunar Girl is the mom of ATSW. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Lunar Girl is our mom. I mean, for most of us, for a few of us, she's younger, but for the rest, you know, like Brady and one, she's older, so she is definitely not mom figure. But all of us look up to Lunar Girl. I mean, if she jumped in the chat right now and told me to get my ass to bed, I'm like, good night, y'all, or goodbye, y'all. Love you. But she hasn't showed up in the chat, so I feel I'm safe. She may be listening though. Again, something interesting me and Kim watched earlier. Oh wait, hold on. Before we do that, I go down rabbit holes on YouTube. Before that, let's go down rabbit hole of the chat. All right, let's see what y'all have been saying. I used to do that in 2004 NCAA and Madden quarterback. Okay, that was Brady. My mom hated with a passion that I joined the military. Yabala, well, thank you for your service, bro. Don't mind me asking what branch of service, bro? I mean, I know people give shit to like all brand or different branches, but fuck it, dude. Anybody that served in the military, man, I respect you. You're fucking awesome to me. Even I mean, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of military people will not include the Coast Guard. I got friends with in the Coast Guard. Don't think I got anybody went in Border Patrol yet, which I'll get in the Border Patrol here in a bit. Because one thing most people don't know about Scott is he loves true crime. Navy. All right, brother. Right on. Like I said, my uncle was in the Navy, man. And so I know the running joke is, what do you got in a submarine? A bunch of seamen. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. My uncle was in the fucking Navy, and my uncle was fucking cool because that motherfucker played drums too. He went to Boise State, played drum. He played drums in high school. He's the reason why I wanted to be a fucking drummer. Unfortunately, the band teacher I had in high school or in junior high, but it was a high school fucking band teacher. This dude named Mr. Isaac. This motherfucker was free. He had them big ass Coke bottle glasses, right? And we're sitting there, and the first words out of his mouth was, "Ain't no sixth grader allowed to be a drummer in my band." What the fuck? What the hell you mean you can't be a fucking drummer? That's all I want to be, you dumb motherfucker. So, of course, I chose the trumpet. 3 keys. The 3 keys on the top. Figured that was an easy fucking instrument. Figured I'd play it for 1 year and go fucking drums the next year. Well, after 6th grade, Scott stayed with the trumpet all 12 fucking years. What can I say? I ended up becoming a trumpeter. Anyways, don't matter. My uncle was a fucking drummer. I wanted to be a drummer. I let my uncle, I'm sure my cousins, Brian and Chris, they haven't been on the show. Brian has mentioned shit on the show before, mainly because I talked about the time our grandmother literally looked at both of us and said, "Scott and Brian, where are my fucking earrings?" And we both fucking lost our shit because we had never heard grandma use the F word before. And at the time, he was working in the postal service. And so he was listening to it via the audio only. And he busted up fucking laughing, remembering that. And he sent me a fucking text or a tweet or a message on Instagram about it. It was fucking hilarious. But, it was just one. Anyways, I've always wanted to be a drummer. I love the drums. And so even in high school, when a buddy of mine, CC Sticks, he's currently lives in Arkansas, and he's actually with a fucking band right now. I can't remember the fucking name of the band. It's probably because I've been drinking too much. But he fucking actually was teaching me shit. His dad was a fucking drummer. And so, like, we get done with our band concert, his dad would get back on the fucking kit, and watch his dad fucking play was just like mesmerizing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I watched Tommy fucking Lee of Motley Crue play drums. I watched Bobby Blosser. I watched Bloss Elias from Slaughter. I watched all these fucking drummers on my time. But dude, his dad, holy shit. Chris' dad got says, RIP Rick Calhoun, his dad, oh my God, he taught me. He taught a lot, even though I wasn't a drummer. I was a trumpeter. But, hell, when I started for my first band, Accelerate, spelled X-CLR or -R the number 8. His son Chris was in my fucking band. I started out, I wanted to be a guitar player. I can't fucking play guitar. Fuck. My first guitar, I asked for a guitar for Christmas one time, and I'm like, I want an electric, right? Go under mom and dad's bed. I'm like, oh, look, it's got this fucking cool ass shape. It's going to be an electric guitar. Motherfucker turned out to be an acoustic guitar. Guess what? Within a month, I broke that fucking shit. I ain't want an acoustic. I ain't country western. There's a tear in my, it ain't me. I'm fucking AC/DC, Motley Crue, Poison, Skid Row, Motley Crue, again, that was me. I want electric. I didn't want this acoustic bullshit. Well, I didn't know these fucking hard rock bands were using acoustic guitars. I was young. Fuck. I was a teenager. All I saw was the fucking electrics. So So I was gonna be a guitar player. Borrowed a fucking guitar from a friend. He had a couple pedals, fucking hooked him up. Oh my god, you barely touched the strings, and then motherfuckers just made noise. Oh yeah, I'm a guitar player. Friend come over, marked out. He had a fucking bass, right? Play left-handed, you know. He's like, dude, we're taking a break between songs and just fucking around. All we're doing is fucking around. We borrowed the drum kit from our school, and my dad's fucking working nights, whatever. Who gives a fuck? He's supposed to be sleeping during the day. Who gives a flying fuck? We're in a single wide trailer house. Drum kit's down the other fucking side of the house. We got this fucking Flying V fucking guitar that I borrowed from a friend who was a senior when I was a freshman. Who the fuck loans a freshman a goddamn guitar when they never played the motherfucker? Anyway, this guy shows up, Mark Tout, great guy, plays fucking bass, left fucking handed. He's like, hey, can I try that guitar? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Do it, bro. And fucking he starts shredding. I'm like, dude, you're the fucking guitar player. I'll play bass. Anyways, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Duty calls. Okay. God damn it. How? Oh, wait. God, curtain for Kim. I didn't meet the fucking mic. All right. We back, motherfuckers. We back. Scott, really. Just, hey, I go pissed, dude. Fuck, I mean, when you drink that fucking much, I mean, seriously, Scott really just leave us. Nah, dude, it wasn't take a shit. I know, right? Problem is, I can't give you music background because fucking YouTube, like fucking copyright, bitch. Believe me, I would probably fucking played you. Enjoy the Silence or Personal Jesus, dude, or Beds Are Burning by fucking Midnight Oil. See, I love it that I let everybody like in, and Brady knows this shit. Brady knows this. Like when I first released our first um episode, everyone expect me to do like Motley Crue, and I fucking pull out of the fucking very first episode. I pull out Tennessee Ernie Ford, which was a record my great grandmother had. My grandparents gave my great grandmother in the 70s. And I realized, holy fuck, this dude can actually sing. And the funny part was like it was like the album's called like Jesus Loves Me or some shit like that. It was like a fucking gospel record. The very first episode I do for Use and Abuse is a fucking gospel record, which is crazy when you think about it, right? Like, what the fuck, Scott? I mean, and Brady, again, he could fucking probably say, yeah, we're all expecting him to do Motley Crue because I've always talked highly of Motley Crue. That's my band. That's a band. I mean, that's a band I gravitated to. Like, out of all the bands of the 80s, like Motley Crue was the one where, while I first heard them and I first saw them, I thought they were chicks, and that the blonde lead singer had no tit because it was a dude, not realizing it was a dude. That became my band. That was a band I like. Still to this day, I like listen to all their albums. I listen to all their music. I'm like, dude, there's nothing I don't like. Even their newest one, Dogs of War. I'm a fucking diehard Crew fan, even though don't have Mick Mars in it. Mick Mars not playing guitar, but John Five is. I love the new song Dogs of War. It's one of, I mean, yeah, I'm not, maybe I don't listen to it as much as I should, but I love it because it's Crew. Do I get pissed off if Vince don't sound like the record? No. Why don't I? Because if I wanted to hear the record live, I would let's pop on the record or pop in the CD or listen to it streaming. When I go, yeah, does Vince piss me off when I'm there live at a concert? You're goddamn right. You know, I'm like, dude, you're forgetting half the fucking lyrics. But it's still spectacle of the show. Crew still puts on a fucking show. Real quick, okay. Scott, okay, we were talking about that. Yeah, right. Again, I agree. The ball, we do need background music. Wouldn't quite press this shit that quick. There's times I've done it. There's times I've actually I'm okay. So Spencer brought up, and I'm not gonna bring it up on the screen because this is easier for me to read it this way. Otherwise, I'm like scrolling through. You're trying to find it on the fucking side. But Spencer, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's one of those scenes where I hate sitting on the pot. I will push and push the shit, push it out as quick as fucking possible. Just get the fuck off the pot. My old man, would sit there and read a fucking newspaper on the pot. As a matter of fact, I give Kim crap all the time. She's gonna kill me for this, but I give her a hard time for being on the pot for so long. Me, I get on there and get the fuck done and get the fuck out. I hate sitting on the shitter. I hate sitting on the toilet. I want to be done and get the fuck over with. The minute I'm done, I don't give a fuck, even if like 30 minutes later I gotta go back in and do it again. The minute I'm fucking done, I'm fucking done. I'm wiping. I'm getting the fuck off that shit because I hate sitting on that fucking toilet. Like the dumbest fucking thing ever created. It's like, put me out in the fucking woods. I'd rather squat and fucking shit on the fucking ground versus fucking sitting on a goddamn fucking toilet waiting for it to go. I mean, seriously. Anyways, because he could probably can listen to this. This will not be an audio only. By the way, this is only going to be a YouTube only video. I am not going to put this out on audio. Maybe I will. Who knows? Spencer said, I've been listening to more Motley Crue. Really like what I've listened to them. Right on, bro. Also been listening to a bit of Metallica recently. You sent in the Discord a few days ago. Got me into Metallica movie. Right on. Dude, that fucking video was fucking nuts. I mean, I've seen outdoor shows before, and I've seen it where it's fucking pouring down rain. And the thing is, this is like being in America, and like especially for sporting events, the minute it's within like lightning is within an 8-mile radius, shit shuts down, regardless if it's the NFL, college football, or NASCAR, or IndyCar. It gets shut down the minute with an 8-mile radius of lightning strike. And I'm like, and I'm literally watching these videos from these fans because this is before Metallica put the video up. I'm watching all these videos from these fans. I'm like, these lightning strikes are hella close. Yet, no one's pulling Metallica off the fucking stage. And this, and then of course the fact is, and now I'm thinking, like, okay, I've owned the guitar, I've owned the bass, and drums are a different story because they can get fucking wet and whatnot. But I'm thinking about the electronics and the guitars and the bass going, when are they gonna start cutting out? Again, this isn't like 1970s with Ace Frehley on the stage of, God, I want to say Alive, where he got shocked because the chords weren't negative, didn't have a ground on them, and he literally got shocked, which is why in the Love Gun album we got the song "Shock Me," But this is like, I'm just, and of course, then you start seeing lightning strikes, and you're just waiting. I mean, partially, especially with those fan videos, you're just waiting for one to hit the stage, and either James, Lars, Kirk, or Rob, you're just waiting for one of them to drop to the fucking ground. You're just waiting for that moment when, holy shit, lightning strike hit the stage, and one of these motherfuckers are dead. Because that's what we all, I mean, but like at one point during Master of Puppets, James holds up the fucking mic I'm like, dude, that's ballsy. Like, you're tempting your own fucking fate at that moment. Like, strike me down, God. But like, and Kim's like, how the fuck why would he do that? I'm like, because think about it. Look at those fucking video screens in the round. Whoa. All right. I don't know about y'all, but my fucking, at least the live stream for me, just started spinning. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't have it up on the TV where I can, oh, fuck this. I don't have it. Goddamn. Hold it. Where's my remote? Where the fuck over there? God damn it. Never mind. All right. But yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, I'm just like waiting for James to get hit by a fucking lightning strike. All right, it did mess up for a moment. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, it's probably because the fucking internet's telling me, get the fuck off, you motherfucker. So again, yeah, right, you Bobo. You watch on with fucking surround on right on, brother. Yeah, right, man. Yeah, okay. All right, so it did mess up for a moment. I don't know, like really weird. Like, look at my fucking StreamYard screen here, and all of a sudden, like it's all black screen and it's spinning. I'm like, really? How dare you? That's right. You need that fucking Greta Van Susteren. Is that her name? How did it? Otherwise, hey, StreamYard.
Please get your shit together.
Please get your shit together. Nah, man, it wasn't you, Baldo. It was me, bro. Actually, look, I can see that one. Yeah, no, it was me. Again, here we are, an hour in, and I'm still talking bullshit. Still drinking too. If Kim wakes up at any moment, she's like, "Are you still up?" You know, the thing is I tell you one thing, man. I've been married 3 times, and 2 out of the 3, and Hannah knows this. 2 out of 3 have been great. Her sister was a great marriage. Kim's been, I mean, come July of this year, me and Kim will be married 10 years. Or March of this year, Karina passed away 10 years ago. And maybe it's a Mormon thing, or maybe it's just a fucking thing because of the fact that she asked me and Kim. I mean, obviously, Kim was easy because I was her fucking high school crush. I mean, Kim had a crush on me well before high school. Anyway, she had a crush on me, and it's probably because she lived with us for so long with me and Karina that Kim became a friend to me. You know, she wasn't just a sister-in-law anymore. She was a friend, somebody I can confide into. And then over time, she like wanted to learn about the music I liked. You know, the Motley Crues, the Skid Rows, the Poisons, the Bon Jovis, the Def Leppards, Depeche Mode, Midnight Oil, Jim Croce. You know, all this shit I was into. And I mean, the cool thing was she was already into Elvis, so I mean that helped out. I actually found out she was already into Jim Croce too. She just didn't realize it. And a lot of bands she didn't realize she was already into until we did get together 10 years. Well, I mean, by now we're 10 years ago through today, we were dating already, technically. And you know, I always thought she was this country western girl. All she liked was country, you know, besides New Kids. And come to find out, no, she actually knew a lot of the 80s hard rock bands. And like, fuck, bro. You know, like fucking cool, man. And as time has gone on, she's learned a lot through me. Cause I mean, I'm probably, she'll hate me saying this, but I'm probably one of the most asshole-ish people when it comes to music, where I want it drilled in her fucking head that, okay, Smoking the Boys was on Theater of Pain. Look What the Cat Dragged In was on the album. Look What the Cat or Cry Tough was on Look What the Cat Dragged In by Poison. Living on a Prayer was on something or was on Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi. And then once we get that part of it, then it's like, okay, here are the fucking years. You know, I want you to drill this shit in your head. And it's like, I'm really shocked that like her and her sister, her and Karina, like really absorbed it. Where I think most women would be like, fuck you, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's just weird. I mean, but then again, like we mentioned a couple on a podcast ago, it'd be a couple podcasts now, where she's got all this fucking Bond, James Bond knowledge, and it just shocks me. She has watched all of James Bond's, I want to say, up to just before Spectre. Maybe she's seen Spectre. I can't remember. But I think it's Spectre and the new one. The only two she has not seen. She's watched every fucking one of her, and she doesn't have a favorite Bond. Where me, I'm like, oh, fucking Roger Moore. I mean, I've only watched 3 fucking Bond movies in my life, and they're all Roger Moore. And that's my Bond. I can't see. My mom's all about Sean Connery's Bond. I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever, mom. Whatever. You know, whatever. He's like fucking old dude. I mean, the whole fucking thing about Sean Connery was like, because of that, my mom made this big shit about him being this Bond guy, the original Bond, that I didn't watch Hunt for Red October. Never saw it. Still, here we are, 2024. Never seen Hunt for Red October. First time I seen Sean Connery in a fucking movie was fucking Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. First time. And it's one of my favorite fucking movies. It's probably actually my favorite. When it Blood Empty is probably my favorite fucking. Freeze. Oh, look at that. It's showing where connection is low. My ass is a fucking. I guarantee it's fucking Windows fucking up. Like Windows is probably doing some fucking downloads and shit. You know? Oh, Spencer, you love Casino Royale. I know, right? Although she is also knowing all the Bond movies trivia. Ruggy. All right. Well, we got rid of that. I bet you $5, like the fucking Windows computer. This is what I'm using. Obviously, it's my technically gaming PC that I can't fucking game on because Microsoft fucking one of their fucking updates just stopped recognizing my fucking graphics card where I tried to log into Steam and play some of my old games on there. They don't even fight. Like, no, you don't even have. It's like, what the fuck? So I had no, I mean, I pretty much got a piece of shit. I mean, at this point, I've got this computer about as good as my fucking Mac. It's a worthless piece of shit. Yeah, right? Right, Spencer? I do hate automatic downloads. I'm sure that's what's going on. Automatically downloading a bunch of shit where I have to, I mean, because I know like when we quit the podcast earlier this morning, let me look at this real quick. Well, no, that's weird. Anyways, I know when we ended the podcast earlier this morning, it was like restart, update and restart, or update and shut down. And at that point, I had to have Kim help me with update and restart. I don't know what it is. Like StreamYard has had a fucking issue for the last, God, I want to say 3 or 4 months now, where all of a sudden, regardless of what time we're doing a live stream, a thing will pop up on the side here where it shows like barely one bar on it and saying it's having an issue. But all I have to do is I log into anything else, my phone or whatnot, and it's showing me getting 700-800 fucking megabytes per second. And it's like, okay, StreamYard, obviously you're fucked in the head. At this point, I mean, that's probably why I really need to learn OBS and go to Streamlabs because it'd be a lot better, more likely. I think StreamYard's becoming a little bitch. StreamYard's become worthless. I mean, every time I turn around, they're changing something on it. But part of me is like, oh God, I don't want to learn. I don't want to. This is the problem being 52. I hate learning something new. I'm becoming one of those old grumpy men where like, I don't want to learn anything new. Keep shit same. But at the same time, it's like, oh, maybe I should learn something new so I can move the fucking podcast into something better. Yeah, dude. Well, Spencer, that's the thing is, man. Spencer's like, just be a pro like me and use OBS. I've looked at OBS. I mean, I've gone to Streamlabs. I've looked at OBS, and I'm just like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get all this fucking shit I gotta do. So maybe that's something we can do one of these times. Obviously, I'm going to be drinking, but maybe we can get together and excuse me, you can help me walk me through like some of this basic. I mean, honestly, some of the shit you guys can do it like with what you got going on with the Dingus Den. I love it because, dude, I would love to build like instead of this stupid fucking big ass window like right now, where you got more of like our background and like smaller boxes with me and Kim, or even if I went with an extra fucking got an extra laptop or one that had Kim on a different camera, and then we got Nicole, and have us all three on different cameras where I can add this all in, where you can add like the chat in there more often and whatnot. That would be fucking awesome. But part of me is like, I look at Streamlabs, I look at OBS going, I'm like, I guess it fucking sucks because I feel like I'm becoming my dad. My dad, he's one of those ones that don't want to fucking, he reminds me of Phil and mainly Phil from Duck Dynasty, where you don't want a fucking cell phone technology, My dad don't want nothing to do with a fucking cell phone. But it's either me or my mom that have to set up a fucking tea time for him to go golf. And part of me actually feels like I'm becoming that way where it's like, oh my God, because I know like Techie uses OBS. I know a lot of people Dave and Jason use OBS on Sidebar. And it's like, I really fucking should learn this OBS. I think Don and Brady actually use it too. Or Don uses it on ATSW, the Escape Pod. And I really should fucking use it because I've subscribed to Streamlabs for a bit, and I actually liked all the shit they had because pretty much everything they have would be StreamYard and Canva wrapped into one payment, versus two separate payments. Oops. All right, real quick. The fuck. All right, here we go. All right, man. Cool, Spencer. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to you, bro. We need to get together. And work on some of this shit because I think honestly, I would like to leave fucking StreamYard for dead and be able to bring like obviously Nicole would have to be something completely different. She'd be something that she's not used to, but bring something different on so she could join the stream. And because again, I like what you can do on Streamlabs or OBS. You can add a lot of extra shit. Like right now, I can't. There's nothing extra I can add to the show besides, oh well, here's like, here, let me just hit this. Thank you, Backyard Artists, for supporting us. That's the most I can do on this, where I can't even fucking like change screens or whatnot. I can add in if I need to present something, but yeah, it's pretty much fucking dead to the world. StreamYard worked for what it was needed, but honestly, I should have got an OBS in the beginning before I ever went live. But StreamYard made that shit simple, and I took the simple route. And unfortunately, like all the fucking background shit, well, hell, even that fucking thing at the top right corner, that goes to Ko-fi. You don't go to Patreon and you have it on here. Matter of fact, while we're thinking about that, Oh yeah, yeah. See, you can change it back to powered by StreamYard. See, oh, I don't need that because I'm not using that anymore. So we'll just change that to that. Whatever the fuck. Um, I should put the Use Muse logo in there, really. But yeah, right. Pros. I haven't actually seen that, Spencer. I'll click it real quick. Pros and cons to every streaming software. Right, right, and that's true. I think a lot of it is like OBS was like, oh my god, you gotta add this, add that, add that, and StreamYard was like, nah, you ain't got to, here, boom, we do it all for you. You ain't gotta add shit. And it was like, okay, this is simple and easy. I took the easy way. The easy way reminds me of Back to the fucking Future. The hard way or the easy way? The easy way. As Marty's getting knocked out with a gun butt to his fucking head. Like, damn, he didn't even get a chance to fucking even say whether or not he wanted the easy or the hard way. He just got smacked in the back of the head. Powered by tequila and whiskey. Man, actually, this morning's episode is powered by Sam's Club, Coke Zero, and Fireball. That is today's show. I know, right? I mean, fucking StreamYard shit looks stupid. Oops. What the hell? I just click. I click and shit. I shouldn't be. There we go. Kill that. There we go. Fuck that. Anyways. Oh my God. This is why I shouldn't be doing live when I've been drinking. Anyways. I meant to bring this up earlier. John Snyder. Those of you who don't know who John Snyder is, he played a very important role in some of us 70 kids' lives. He was the blonde-headed, the best known. He was Bo fucking Duke, that guy right there. Anyways, he's got a YouTube channel. And on his YouTube channel, I meant to bring this up earlier. I said I was going to come back to this, and I just now going to do it. This is what happens. See, this is why I don't have Kim here to remind me of this shit. On his YouTube video, he talked about the top 5 things. I think it was top 5 things people get wrong when making or, kind of recreating the General Lee. And I'm like, okay. So we watched this, like, dude, this is fucking cool. This is fucking awesome. Because, like, I didn't know half this shit. At one point in one of the fucking TV movies, the rear end of the General Lee was fucking orange. Because the die cast was fucking orange in the rear end. But if you go back to the original series, it was actually black. Like, what the fuck? Around the rear tail lights and shit, it was black. But because the die cast never put that black in there and they made it orange when they did one of their TV reunions, the producers like, well, we don't fucking know. But Tom and John were like, something's wrong with the General Lee. We know it. And finally, one of them said, that's supposed to be black, not orange. Like, you know what? You're fucking right. So the rest of this TV movie, the car was right, except for a couple of scenes. Like, damn. Who'd ever known that? I would never, I mean, 'cause I remember I had those die casts. They're all orange in the back end. The power. Here, your bottle here. This is how it says, man. The power of Coke Zero and Fireball. My cousin left years ago. I mean, early on in this fucking show. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's on iTunes. I didn't even know it was my cousin that left it, but my cousin left a fucking review. That just blew my fucking mind. One, I didn't realize my fucking cousin listening to our show. Crazy. I'm like, how did you even find out? I mean, because I wasn't friend. I don't think he wasn't on Facebook or anything. So it's like I wasn't friends with him on Facebook or something. So it's like maybe my aunt or somebody let him know. And of course, I typed use and abuse wrong because it the regular and not or the computer and versus a regular A and D. I'm gonna do this. I really want to find this fucking review because I can't remember what it fucking said. I remember part of it, but the fucking part that kills me is his fucking name. Because I had Poid. The fuck is used and abused Poid? Jesus Christ, I can't type. Now I put use and abuse OD. Yep. Well, you can OD on use and abuse, just so you know. All right, there we go. Raspberry Man Studios shows. Raspberry Man Studios. All right, we're on iTunes. Let's see, we're 4.7 out of 5, 14 ratings. Oh my God, really? Last review is from my daughter, his cowgirl. That was the last one. Hector Pemberton. I honestly think to this day, Pemberton 1979 is fucking Dawn. Lunar Girl 4 years ago, Use and Views podcast is definitely for 40 something like me. She really 40 something. Y'all believe she's really 40 something? I don't believe it. The pod starts off with news. Oh my God. So this is back in the early days when we were fucking just fucking straight music. This is funny. The pod starts off with news in entertainment and leisure world with a smattering of sports and fun facts. Then it's on to the week's topic. Scott and Kim are great together. They chat about all genres of music and very easy just to relax and get absorbed into the show. Before you know it, the episode is over and you're left craving another. If you have an hour to kill driving, cleaning, working on a project, or just need to kick your feet up and chill, go through the library, throw on a show, you won't be disappointed. LG, I love you. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Here's the one for my cousin. This shit's fucking funny. So 4 years ago, first of all, his name on here is Solo Sister. He explained to me why it was Solo Sister, but whatever. Under the title says enjoyed it, gave us 5 stars. An entertaining podcast. It sounds fantastic. They have old school radio voices that remind me of disc jockey from my youth. Like, really? I always wanted to be a radio fucking disc jockey, don't get me wrong. You know, like, now up our number 1 song of the week. Here is Nothing But a Good Time by Poison. You know, something like that. You know, I mean, obviously, or fucking if you watch the 80s movie Trick or Treat, that had special guest appearances with Gene Simmons and fucking Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy as a fucking preacher. Oh my God. Who would have thought? But Gene Simmons had like Wolfman Jack. You know, or finally, me and Kim finally watched American Graffiti, and you had the actual Wolfman in there. Hey, yeah, man, it's a Saturday night. You know, I mean, I can't fucking be Wolfman, but fuck. Dude, I mean, just hearing Wolfman Jack, I mean, brilliant motherfucker. You know, I mean, obviously in the 80s, we had Casey Kasem. You know, we had the VJs from MTV. And unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier on the racing podcast, you know, only way I got to know the VJs, you know, like Ricky Rackman from fucking Headbangers Ball is because I would fucking send a tape out to a friend's house and let them record a few weeks worth of Headbangers Ball, and I get it back to watch it. Other than that, our local cable company in Battle Mountain, Nevada, we never got MTV until fucking 2000s when it became less than MTV. Just saying. You know, so by the time MTV, I mean, hell, we got VH1 before fucking MTV in Battle Mountain. And by then, VH1, I mean, I enjoyed fucking like the classic shit. They would show like the 80s classics and shit like that. But yeah. And just so you guys know, Spencer Ubaldo, regardless if you do it on, I mean, I'll look Audible up. If you can only do it on Audible, you want to leave us a fucking message on there or a 5-star review, I'll fucking read it from there. If you got access to iTunes, I'll read it from there. We will read anyone. I mean, hell, we will read somebody that says we fucking suck. I don't care. You know, again, we'll read it. You think we suck? Well, I mean, obviously we suck. You know, that's your opinion. And I always said opinions are like assholes. We all have one. Anyways, fuck me. I don't think I've ever talked more than 2 fucking hours or more than an hour and a half by myself. That power, yeah, right. But anyways. So real quick, I'm gonna tell you why I bought this, why I bought the actual physical copies. Because obviously 2021, 2022, 2023, and including 2024, the biggest bitch is the General Lee. You know, it's got the Confederate flag on top of the car. And, oh my God, heaven forbid you have a Confederate flag anywhere because it represents the Confederacy of the United. Well, technically it don't. It represents Bo and Luke Duke to me, in my opinion. And if you actually watch that fucking show, man, they accepted everybody in their fucking fold. You know, so, and that's why I ended up buying it on DVD, buying the DVDs because I'm like, fuck this shit. Eventually, I know these shows are going to go off of streaming or they're going to cut them. They're going to destroy them. They're going to ruin them because holy fuck, people are going to be offended. I'm sorry. There was this thing we were watching earlier tonight on YouTube. Me and Kim were watching. It was about this thing about something about men and why men aren't interested in women anymore. And she's like, I mean, it's funny. Like one lady, you know, they asked one lady, well, if your man wanted food at 2 a.m. and he woke you up asking you to make him a dinner or something to eat, would you? And she's like, fuck no, I need my sleep. Or no, I need my sleep. Kim looks at me and says, you asked me for food at 2 a.m. I would fucking make it for you. I said, Jesus Christ, we gotta go through these TikTok videos and like all these feminism ones and let Kim fucking commentate on them. Because I mean, she's a 40, almost 40 or almost 50-year-old woman. And it should be 50 in December, guys. She's 49 this year. She don't look nothing like 49. Oh my God. I mean, I look my fucking, I mean, Christ, I look like I'm fucking 60. But she looks nothing. Really? StreamYard? What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh Lord. You're listening and answering the phone. Fucking hey, brother. Dude, I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you all this much. I know I doubt Brady's still listening, but he might be. I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I want to make it to PA. I want to meet DB and Luna Girl. I want to make it up to Jersey to meet. Yeah, right. Not again. No shit. Right. I want to make it up to Jersey to meet Dave and Jason. I want to make it over to Michigan to meet Don and Brady. I want to go down to Texas, meet Ubaldo. I want to, if I was know Spencer, you're still in Florida. I want to go down to Florida to meet Spencer. Obviously, in between there somewhere is Shanti and Josh. I got certain people I want to meet. And then, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll fucking head, I think it's kind of west of Chi-Town and meet Nicole. You know, of course, I want to meet Nicole in person. I mean, so does Kim. You know, we want to meet everybody in person. And who knows? I mean, one of these days, God, I wish we, you know, it's funny. Kim was like, oh, I wish we hit the fucking lottery. I'm like, honey, we have to play it to fucking win it. Believe me, I wish I'd just go play one fucking time and like, yeah, $435 billion winner. Fucking A. You know, just go play it once and fucking win. It would fucking be great for me because, like, well, fuck, you know, we do this and do that, and we travel all over the fucking place. Kim would quit working, and we would fucking make show what it is. Oh, you're from the bluegrass state. Fuck. Is that Kentucky? Fuck, dude. I should know this shit, and I don't. It's either Kentucky or Tennessee. Fuck. Spencer, I feel my bad. Bluegrass. That's Kentucky, isn't it? Right on, man. Okay, so cool, man. Kentucky, fucking A, bro. Because you know what? I wouldn't mind going to Kentucky, and one stop I gotta make, and everybody will think it's because of bats, but it's not. I've got to stop in Louisville because I want to fucking hope to God to meet the man with the fucking tennis racket, the one, the only James E. fucking Cornette. I mean, he's in Louisville. I know he is. I listen to his show all the time on podcast, dude, between the experience and the drive through. Oh my God. I love Jim Cornette. He's one of my favorites. I love that man even before he was even. Well, I didn't get to know him until he was in WWF, but holy fuck. I love that man. But I've always been a heel wrestler fan. Speaking of wrestling, but yeah, dude. Yeah, road trip, right, you bottle. Yep. Road trip. All right. Well, I guess that means I gotta make it to Texas first. Texas, and we'll go to Kentucky. There we go. Road trip. We'll call it the Used and Views road trip. Where we stop, we don't fucking know. All right, we need everybody to join Patreon so we can do this shit. Oh God! Even if you're $1 a month, what you fuck? 100 of you, 300 of you, 400, 4, 5, 600 people fucking sign up for $1. That fucking goes into the show. I mean, goddamn Christ! If we made that kind of fucking money, I'd probably fucking shit. I would. You get me going. What? I mean, if we got 300-400 people signing up for a fucking dollar, that's like $300-400 a month. I'm like, I would shit my pants. I mean, hell, I'd even do it on live stream. Yes, I'm nursing this by way of bottle. Thank you for these mugs, man. God damn. I'm in love with them. I really am. But anyways, I'm so fucking far behind in you guys on this. I mean, Spencer knows this because I jumped in the live chat earlier last night. And yeah, I'm only at chapter 20. Again, like I said earlier, we even said in the racing podcast, you know, we had a party go to last night. And but Kim was smart. She read throughout the week. Scott was stupid. He didn't read at all. Not 1 ounce. I went to try to read it tonight after the NASCAR race, and I was like, yeah, I can't get into it right now. My brain does not let me get into it. So at that point, I'm just like, okay, why read it? You're not going to comprehend anything. But yeah, dude, there's so many places I want to go in this country. I mean, I told Kim, I said, we ought to fucking move to Texas. It's like, why? I'm like, well, they have it on their books to succeed from the nation. So there's always that opportunity that they'll be in their own fucking country. 2, you got Austin, where there's an F1 race. Yeah, Texas Motor Speedway is not as great as it used to be, but hey, it can get better. And I don't know, be more central in the United States versus being here in Arizona. I mean, we're Southwest right now, so we're used to the heat. The heat's nothing. The only thing Kim's like worried about is fucking tornadoes. I'm like, yeah, I'd go fucking storm chasing. I mean, that's always been a bucket list item for me. I mean, fucking wait, what? There's a tornado? Fuck, let's go, Nader. Oh, look at that fucking funnel right over there. Oh, hell, ain't that beautiful? Wait, what? It's coming my way? Well, let me kiss it. Hell, I'd be just like, well, fucking, God damn it. I can't remember his part on the movie Twister, but fucking, what's his nuts? Paxton. Fucking throw a bottle of Jack Daniels. Here, bitch, have a drink. Hey, Kim, I'm talking to the live stream. I'm live. The same amount I had before. And what I've been working on for the last 2 fucking hours. I'm in trouble. I haven't had any extra, just so you know. She can't even fucking hear me with the fans on back there. Anyways, with that being said, believe me, this isn't going audio only. So those of you on YouTube Live, this is your treat. Busted. Until next time, I'm by myself. I am Scott. Kim's back there asleep. Supposed to be asleep. Nicole is out there in the world somewhere. We are used and abused. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Also, make sure you check out the Sidebar Cantina later this afternoon, especially if you've read the full Living Force book. Again, thank you, Ubaldo. If you've read it all, go be in the chat with the Sidebar Cantina. Tell them I sent you. And until next time when we're live, more like it'll be next Monday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Have a great week, a great weekend. Be kind to everyone. I love y'all. Peace. Good morning, everyone. Even though it's going to be good night for Scott.